Dear boss, I keep on hearing that the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet.
Miss Fry, please tell me you found the Ripper.
I have laughed when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track.
Damn monster! Oi! You're not allowed in here!
I watch them looking for me and it gives me fits. I love my work, and I shan't stop until I get buckled. And even then, watch out for your old pal Jackie. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper.
Mr. Weaversbrook, I know you have more of the Ripper's letters.
I told you to stay away from me.
Stop publishing his letters. You've turned an unknown miscreant into a legend, and that's exactly what he wants.
You should have believed, Jacob. Now, I will hunt you down.
Stop! You want me, Jack? Come and kill me!
Don't you see the irony, bro?
Jack!
Only you know who the Ripper is, but you can't tell a living soul because it would destroy you. No, 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 no!
Jack, we can fix you.
Fix me! I am the solution.
Perhaps the boldest DLC for an Assassin's Creed game I've ever seen, with a story more twisted, dark, and intriguing than the base game itself. It is, as the title suggests, we are playing as the world-renowned serial murderer, Jack the Ripper. The streets of London are plagued by the presence and influence of said character, throwing the city into unrest with a new gruesome murder appearing seemingly every other week. No one knows who he is, especially Scotland Yard, and they're the ones responsible for tracking him down and putting him away. Although it would seem our dynamic duo from the base game do, an ex-assassin turned evil. Decades ago, on a trip to India, the two twins Jacob and Evie Fry happened upon what I can only assume to be an orphan child. Okay, well, he turned into an orphan at some point. Foreshadowing. So they brought him back to England with his mother and then proceeded to train him within the Brotherhood. I'm sure someone in the comments can correct me on this, but it really doesn't matter. Somewhere in there, he got submitted to a mental institute after his mother was brutally murdered. And after marinating in the funny farm, he took his place as London's boogeyman, the thing of legend, known for murdering harlots, prostitutes, whores, hookers. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, this is kind of fucked up. Bro was a sick fuck who liked to mutilate dead corpses as well as indulging in cannibalism. Not the textbook idea of a good guy, but he's seemingly a stronger character than the twins combined, but that's for later. After having hidden connections with Mr. Weaversbrook into publishing his sick letters and poems, Jacob Fry catches wind of his apprentice's doings and attempts to confront him. Clearly stated earlier, it didn't end well for him. Whether or not he is still alive, we know not. Hence, Evie's summoning back from India by Mr. Aberline.
Inspector Aberline, why exactly have you had me escorted here?
My men and I have been hunting the Ripper around the clock for months now, and we've nothing to show for it. It's nothing I can tell the public.
What's the Ripper to do with me? My brother has had me summoned here from India. Can't this wait?
As far as I know, you may be the last assassin in London.
What do you mean? Where's Jacob?
I wish I knew. Your brother is nowhere to be found, even as an elusive shadow is committing the most hideous crimes.
And you believe this is no coincidence?
The killer is selective and dispassionate and has left not a single trace of his passage. I have seen such a talent for assassination and avoiding detection only once before, when I worked with the two of you. And that is why your brother summoned you before he disappeared.
You think Jacob is dead?
I dare not believe it. But if he is, you may be the only person who can stop the Ripper now.
So, to find the Ripper, we go back to the scene of the crime. To put in perspective though, if anyone knew that Jack used to be an assassin, then the Creed's name would be tarnished, effectively putting the twins behind bars. So off we go to investigate the murders that happened several months ago. Luckily, we have Eagle Vision that taps into the spiritual realm somehow. No, why would they put the little fucking... the little face. Oh my fuck.
I found Miss Nichols' ring. An assassin's ring.
She had an assassin ring, which means she was probably a part of the Creed. What position, you ask? Man, I have no idea. I'm not reading all that shit in the database. So, with questions to ask, we go off to find the local hooker homie, Nelly.
Then you may already be too late.
Where is she?
On her way to see Lady O, in the company of the brutes paid to keep us in line. Hurry if you want to catch her.
But she's been kidnapped, so I guess we need to go find her. Oh.
Shh, don't be afraid.
Jacob's sister. We can't talk here, please. He'll kill me. She'll see to it.
Who?
Lady Owers. Jacob said you must kill her to find him.
Smile and be polite, or I'll tell the Ripper where you sleep, my beauties.
What a lovely character you are. Well, it wouldn't be an Assassin's Creed game without some assassination, so let's get with it. I think we all know where this is going. No, you won't. Oh yeah, grab his ass, grab his ass! Yo dog, I'm supposed to kidnap somebody? Is it really kidnapping if it's an adult? Hey, I've got an idea. How about we just shoot her? Shoot her with a gun. Wouldn't that be funny? Something. Yo! Into the fireplace!
I should thank you, Miss Fry.
Yeah, save
I
it to the
fear
fireplace.
death at the Ripper's hands far more than at yours.
You are gonna light on fire. So after unconventionally unaliving the witch, we escape to be graced by a view of the Rizzler.
Don't be so stingy, mate. You're taking the piss. It's your third fag this week. Hey, you! Huh? Stop it! Bugger! Go tell Lady O.
You tell her. I need this job.
This is kind of some heavy shit, lads. So let's take a moment and check in with the local community, aka the workforce, aka the victims of child labor. Why are you sweeping the grass? Oh my god, you're not even putting it in the bucket. God, you understand why they underpay you. Honestly, it's not underpaying if you guys aren't even worth the money to begin with. Thank you for sharing. Now back to Mr. Mustache.
Miss Fry, please tell me you found the Ripper.
What's that? We're not meeting quota and we are gonna get thrown in the slammer if we don't hurry up and find Saucy Jack. Okay, point taken. The only reasonable course of action is now to find the man who has been publishing the Ripper's letters in the paper. Where?
What do you want?
I'm hunting Jack the Ripper.
No! Stay away! He sees and hears everything!
My name is Evie Fry. I'm here to help.
Mr. Jacob Fry's sister?
Yes. What happened to these men?
Gone. The Ripper has my son. He will kill him.
I will find your son and bring him home, sir. But first you must come with me. Now.
I'll accompany you to the location where my son was last seen.
Oh my fucking
What can you tell me?
Fucking mystery bullshit. Get on the fucking carriage. I don't fucking care. Let Jack show up. Hey, look out! Strong, independent, ready driver coming through here.
What's that?
Yeah,
That's
what's that?
exciting.
What? You staring at my ass. What are they gonna do? Climb up here? Oh my goodness, they're climbing up here. Oh, they're climbing down. They realize what's going on. Oh, you want some? Oh, you don't. Alright.
Many thanks.
Well, with that taken care of, we can now hop on this carriage and drive away. Yo, what the fuck? That's how you do a U-turn. Yo, what the fuck? So, apparently Saucy Jack locked up some Templars on a boat somewhere, so we better pull up and antagonize them in the hopes that our dear brother, Jacob Fry, is chilling with them.
I beg you, don't leave us to perish. Then the warder's assistant came to ask me how much I'm paying.
Haha, nope, I guess not. Well, the least we can do is kill the guy who's apparently the gallows assistant, whatever that means. Man, I feel like I've seen this guy somewhere before, but I can't put my finger on where though.
That is a rather pathetic display.
Yo, what the fuck? I knew I seen this. This guy looks like Mark. This is Mark Carney right here. Not gonna lie, this guy is kind of based. We should listen to what he has to say.
Goody two-shoes, is it? You think offering some old hangman's going to change what we do here? What do you think? This was your brother's vision? His inspiration?
I don't believe you.
He told Mr. Jack how to rip the filth from this rotten city, but you don't have the balls to see what's right.
She literally has no balls. He's got a good point.
Necessary.
Where's Jack? Where's the Ripper?
fucking dies. Refuses to elaborate further. Oh man. Mark Carney, you are too funny. That guy ragdolled so fucking crazy. Dude, he's still a little fucked up. Yo dog, what the fuck? Have you been chilling up there this whole time? Well, I'm gonna leave you alone. Chances are they don't pay you enough anyways. Anyways, time to call in the boys in blue and then peace out. Yo, let's fucking go! We get to play as the fun character now. Woo! Woo!
Jacob's sniveling twin sister thinks she can catch them.
Like, don't get me wrong, Jack the Ripper is a bad guy, but I just feel like a badass while I walk into an area with a potato sack and a top hat on my head. Bro is tough. Bro is cold as fuck. Just look, dude. Bro is just straight up aura farming. Anyways, Jack pulls up and moves to tie up all the loose ends in the area, leaving no witnesses. I suppose I should mention the most fascinating gameplay mechanic I've likely ever seen in an Assassin's Creed game, the fear mechanic. You see, there are 3 levels to fear: calm, anxious, and frightened. Once you have done 2 fear-creating activities, then the enemy becomes cowardly and runs away, with their tail tucked between their legs. Evie has some lame voodoo magician bullshit that plays into the fear mechanic as well, but whatever. But Jack doesn't give a single flying fuck. Screams like a literal monster with his death scream. He slams what appears to be oversized railroad spikes through his victim's chest, leaving them to suffer in agonizing pain within their final breaths. And finally, his brutal slashing and stabbing attack, which truly justifies his title. If anyone within viewing distance hears or sees 2 of these actions, they become so terrified that they flee and try to hide from you, which is truly a villainous feeling. I can't say that I've actually ever felt this feeling in any other game. True villain energy right here. So, where were we? Oh yes, tying up loose ends. Well, okay, that was a little too much dynamite. How do you act so calm in this situation? Anyways, as for you, no loose ends. Oh, and you? You're losing a kneecap, buddy.
There's my favourite hangman, looking somewhat worse for wear. Poor warder.
You're next.
I'd almost forgotten these. There will be time for more.
Excuse me, sir. I was in the middle of some dialogue. Have a seat. You done?
I'd almost forgotten these. There will be time for more games of Saucy Jack once I've dealt with this fight.
Saucy Jack.
Well, if it isn't Saucy Jack.
With all that taken care of, we can finally focus on a masterful scheme to take out the other Fry twin, or something. That's foreshadowing. Yo, what the fuck? And just like that, we are once again reminded that Jack the Ripper is not a good person.
You damn monster!
Oi! You're not allowed in here!
Who is she? Tell me quickly!
Tell you? By what right? I am an officer of the law. I am not a member of your secret organization.
Listen to me! Jacob knows.
No, you listen to me. I cannot cover for you much longer. All the evidence points to your brother, your order, you. You need to deliver the Ripper's head on a spike soon, or I'm afraid there'll be nothing to stop my men from arresting you in his stead.
At wit's end, and with our backs against the wall, we can only revisit the other murders' locations in the hopes that we can either predict the next crime or at the very least find Jack so we can put an end to all of this. Because Mr. Dashing Mustache Man has had about enough of our assassin bullshit. So what do? Inevitably, we go looking for rings and find out that these attacks was actually a direct effort to harm the Creed, as Mr. Jack harbors intense resentment towards them for seemingly no reason.
How many more must die before you see the truth? P.S. Your brother didn't listen, so I gave him a double lesson. Your creed failed them, as it failed my mother.
Oh, yeah, mom murder is not okay. You know, if he wasn't such a fucking degenerate sociopath, I'd feel like he'd be a better main character than the Fry twins. Like, just hear me out. He's got drip, his gameplay mechanics are the baddest stuff I've ever seen in an Assassin's Creed game, and bro, it's just non-stop aura farming even now. Jack, stop aura farming. I am trying to think here. Damn.
I was born here, survived the madhouse, and learned from the best. Until he betrayed me. Come test your creed against mine.
So, if I'm getting this right, Jack's mother was murdered, and Jacob took over care for him, trained him, and then when he started becoming a problem child, he accepted him into the local mental institute in the hope that it could fix him. I could have things mixed around here. But as per the regular, any time in the madhouse will make you mad. Whether he really has screws loose or not, I don't know. I'm not an expert. In either case, Jack has felt betrayed ever since, and has become a problem adult instead. A really big problem.
He saw something and made me assassin.
Oh, please! Please!
Just beat up a bunch of random dudes. Evie? What the fuck was that? We ain't got no time for stretching, or Pilates, or whatever you white women do. Oh, you were trying to aura farm? Yeah, no, just no. It's not the same as when Saucy Jack does it.
Now I must erase any trace of my identity. Time to pay a visit to my old doctor. It's time my old nurse paid for her negligence and abuse.
Yes! We are back to playing the fun character again. Oh, I guess it's time to commit legitimate crimes that feel morally wrong yet empowering on some demented level. Do y'all think that Jack would listen to Fonk while he's Sigma walking? I'm sorry, gents. After saying that, I feel gross and would justify myself as being Jack's next target just for saying something so cringe. Oh, what's that? It would explain a lot. Okay. You know what? Go ahead, Jack. Recite some of your poetry if it makes you feel better.
8 little whores with no hope of heaven. Gladstone may save one, and then there'll be 7. 7 little whores begging for a shilling. One stays in Hennig Court, and then there's a killing. 6 little whores glad to be alive. One sidles up to Jack, then there are 5. 4 and whore rhyme, right? So do 3 and me. I'll set the town alight. Here there are 2. 2 little whores shivering with fright. Seek a cozy doorway in the middle of the night. Jack's knife flashes, then they're but one, and the last one's the ripest for Jack's idea of fun. The police mustn't find out I was a patient here.
That was something else. Well, time to let the other crazies out.
The more the merrier.
Man, what the fuck? I'm literally making problems for myself here. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I guess we gotta hit him with the ass attack and nipple annihilation.
Jacob?
Welcome to the reunion, Miss Fry.
Well, we better get this over and done with. Bro, what the fuck? He's literally the poor victim of watching too many Sigma edit reels on Choose Your Platform.
Hiding, are we? Ha! I learned all your tricks from your brother, assassin. Still think you can hide from me? Jacob thought he could hide from me too.
I can't even lie. He has the coldest voice lines, and he is immune to venjections. That normally makes people go berserk and then they attack other people, but the more I think about it, I don't think that would help me, so I don't know why I decided to do that. Yeah, well, anyways, I guess we gotta do it to him. Haha! You'll never see this coming. Eye poke attack! And now the shitty magic trick.
A monster of me.
We're the same, you and I.
Oh, Jack. You were an assassin, yes, but we are not the same. And that is why your memory must be erased for all time. Rest in peace now, Jack. You and your twisted acolytes.
Man, why'd they have to kill the best character? Come on, give my boy a break. He just doom-scrolled brain rot too long, and now, well, yeah, never mind. I guess he was beyond hope. And still, the main characters we have here aren't that great. We got Cringe Lord and Strong Independent Woman. Anyways, so ends the legend of Jack the Ripper, or at least Ubisoft's interpretation of him. To this day, no one has concrete evidence as to whom the real Ripper was. There are several arguments and theories, even allegedly being backed by DNA reports as of recent. However, the events have happened so long ago there are too many variables to conclude really anything, and said DNA reports have yet to be proven in court. We effectively got clout chasers. All I know is that the real Ripper had some fucking screws loose. But as far as the game goes, rare W for Ubisoft. This DLC was much better than the main game, which of all people, the Russian Badger summed up pretty well.
So when Ubisoft called me and asked if I wanted to play Assassin's Creed Syndicate early, I was like, are you sure you called the right person? Like, have you ever seen one of my videos before? And they were like, yeah, it's super awesome, so come on down and play Syndicate. Without going into too many details, the storyline is pretty basic. I could even make it into a sentence. Hey, there's some guy with a bunch of stuff. I don't like that he has that stuff. Let's go take his stuff. Or as is more commonly known, every conflict that has ever happened in the history of mankind. Ever. Boom, I just saved you like 3 hours of unnecessary plot explanations.
That said, from my own perspective, I have a lot of nostalgia from the S-tier trailers that are very epic. Back in the day in high school waiting upon the release, and the soundtracks, very nice. I waited with great excitement for the release date, cringily listening to trailer songs on my way to the bus stop. That said, I have a level head now. I love the grapple gauntlet. It completely transforms the gameplay flow. Damn, Granny can really get around. Ripping around in the carriages is also new and different. Combat is fun. The atmosphere is really enjoyable. And the World War I story mission where you play as Lydia Fry, aka Jacob Fry's granddaughter, and hang out with Winston Churchill and shoot down airplanes. Pretty based. That, and of course, the Jack the Ripper DLC is fucking awesome, and I think it might be the best Assassin's Creed DLC to date. But this is unfortunately trumped by the lame-ass main story, with more filler bullshit missions than actual fun substance for the game. That said, the only thing I cannot look past, most of all, the biggest problem of them all is the lack of railroad engineering consultation. For a game based around trains, the devs sure did make an effort to make it look like they had never seen the railroad before. So like, where's all the stuff that makes the train work? Like frogs? Switches? Where the fuck are the spikes? Don't tell me Jack the Ripper took the entire country's supply. And most importantly, although maybe hard to notice to the untrained eye, is the railroad gauge, which I'll explain a little bit. Gauge is the distance between the two rails, measured between the inner head of each rail, which allows the train to drive happily without derailing, basically meaning how thick the track is. In the 1800s, there were two potential standards. The George Stephenson standard gauge of 4 feet, 8.5 inches, aka 56.5 inches, which is used to this day, and the Eisenbard Kingdom Brunel's broad gauge of 7.25 inches, aka 84.25 inches. Ultimately, the standard gauge became dominant after the Railway Regulation Gauge Act of 1846, which was mandated for most railways, leading to the gradual conversion of the old broad gauge standard. And I mean, just think about it. If they're converting all the trains to this width of like wheelbase to the 56.5 gauge, all the tracks are going to be 56.5. Otherwise, the majority of trains won't be able to travel on them. In conclusion, because the main game takes place in 1868, which is 22 years after the time of the legislation implementation, I think it's clear that the main track lines would follow the nation's standard, especially since it's based in the fucking capital of England. And this is clearly not 56.5 inches. And my blue-collared ass would know. It just doesn't look right, but we can implement some TikTok-inspired autism to prove this. As you can see here, as per internet intel, Jacob Fry is 5'7", or 6'7" inches. So by applying his height based on his camera angle being in line with the tracks, we find that the tracks are 1.31 Jacobs wide between the heads of the rail, aka 88.17 inches, aka 7 foot 4 and 11/16, which is not only larger than the standard Stephenson's gauge regulation at the time of the game's setting, but is also 4 inches larger than the other standard, the Kingdom Brunel's gauge standard, that potentially would have been implemented earlier. Of course, I suppose there could be errors in my calculation, but just by looking at this picture of the St. Pancras, am I saying that right, station at the time and comparing it to the game, there I can say confidently, yeah, that don't look right. In fact, there's an extra track in real life, so the gauge is wrong. So what else? Well, there's these rail car tracks that have one of the flangeways on the opposite side, basically rendering the track impassable. What? No carts are gonna ride through that without derailing. And oh my goodness gracious mamma mia. The trains, the car wheels, they have 2 flanges on each wheel. What? Bruh. How the fuck are these trains gonna go around curves? Ubisoft developers are single-handedly undermining one of the most industrial significant technologies ever made. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's look at some real photos from the era. Any wheels with double flanges? Nope. Nope. Nada. No way. Well, they don't know how train wheels work. Whatever. I'm over it. I hope you enjoyed the crash out. With that said, here's my little Halloween special. I literally made this video because I keep trying to explain this game to people, and at this point I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make a video on it. Hopefully it was worth watching. Happy Halloween or something. If there's anything we can learn from this story is railroads aren't that complicated. If you want to be respected, start learning how to ore farm, and don't kill hookers. Mateo out.